Well, Matt, we know you were an all-star athlete in basketball and football. Some would like to say you're sitting next to a real wideout. Could you have played wide receiver in the NFL had you stuck with it?
I don't like to disrespect because I know how hard it is to make any kind of professional realms, but I feel like at 6'7", 220, ran a 4.39, had a 40-inch vert, can really catch and really run routes. I feel like if I would have stuck with my first love, because people don't know, I didn't pick up basketball until I got I always played it, but I didn't start taking it serious until like late middle school, early high school. But football from the crib, because my dad was a street dude, so he would play in them Sunday tackle football leagues, one time got a try with the 49ers, so football was my life. So I feel like if I would have kept football first, then I definitely could have made the NFL. I just don't know how long it would have lasted being 6'8". You know, I look back at the Harold Carmichaels from the Eagles. Yeah.
What was you in high school?
6'8".
Oh,
Harold Carmichael from the Eagles, and then you see Tony Gonzalez is maybe 6 years older than me, but he was only 6'4". You know, Key came, what are you, 6'3", 6'4"? So there wasn't really no one my size out there doing it, and that's what kind of deterred me, like, hey, maybe let's just stick to this basketball thing. But if you watch my career, it makes a lot of sense because I love physicality. Like, it wasn't out there trying to be a tough guy. Like, I'm used to getting tackled or being tackled, you know, or tackling somebody. So that was kind of my mentality.
You being 6'7", 6'8", you would have been an easy target for a chop down.
Mm-hmm. But
you would have still been able. You know, Randy Moss about 6'5" and a half, man.
Yeah.
Randy Moss tall as a motherfucker. Every time I see him, like, damn, you tall. Like I said to you at the studio when I saw you, I hadn't seen you in a long time. That's why I looked at this motherfucker tall. Because you can take advantage of certain situations. You know, where you run slants, you're a big dude, your body alone gonna shield people.
Yep.
You know, going down the sideline, fade routes, bombs, all that sort of stuff. Where it gets dangerous for big dudes is shallow crosses, things in the middle of the field.
Them quick slants.
Other than that,
or them screens, you
probably
I feel like
been okay.
I could have made a splash, but again, I don't know what the longevity would have been like because of my size.
But you know they hit hard in the NFL.
Yeah, and that's back when you could really hit too.
Yes, they hit hard.
I'm not trying to take away from anybody, but I was always with that. Like football was really, really my first sport. You know what I mean? So I understand the physicality. I never obviously got to the NFL level with it, but I'm a huge fan of it. So I know how and back when you was playing, there wasn't really you just take them out.
Yeah, dudes in the NFL, how I like to describe certain cats in the NFL, they broke, they ain't got no money. They get to the league, they get a little bit of money, they get babies, then they got their wives and their girlfriends arguing with them every single day. They got them car seats in the back with them SUVs, and they got full grown man beards, and they ain't got nothing to live for. They just mad. They got their tattoos, and you get to talking shit to them. They want to break your face in half.
And then they didn't like basketball players too, because back then you could be a star and not really be known, but you'd be sitting on the bench in the league and everybody's, look at them. So because I was a football player first, so I was someone in college that was cool with both sides. And then when I was in the Bay, there used to always be a little bit of funk between the Raiders and Niners because we were Golden State and they would I'm telling you, we walk in the club and they'd all be by the football players. We walk in and all the women would come over to the basketball players. You know what I mean? So it was always kind of like, man, fuck them. Woo. So football players, you know,
I ain't really experienced that, but I understand what you're saying. I really didn't experience that. I would walk in the club and the basketball players would be over there, and then all of a sudden, everything.
It wasn't like that for us.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.